from verse 11. Psalm 16, verse 11. And the church will please rise up with me as we take Habakkuk chapter 3 to 19. The book of Habakkuk 3, 17 to 19. I will read Psalm 16, verse 11. Psalm 16, verse 11, King James Version. Thou wilt shew me the path of life. In thy presence is fullness of joy. At thy right hand there are pleasures forevermore. Church, please rise up with me as we take Habakkuk chapter 3 from verse 17 to 19. Habakkuk 3, 17 to 19. One go. Man. Who say something like Habakkuk is saying here? Who doesn't want to be fruitful? Who doesn't want abundance? It says, though the fig tree shall not blossom, neither shall the fruit be in the vines, shall fail, the fields shall yield no meat, the flocks shall be cut off from the fold, and there shall be no herds in the stalls. Yet, everybody say, yet, I will rejoice. Let's just take a moment as we look at the topic, overflowing joy. Let's just take a moment and look at what this man, this prophet, said here. Though there's nothing to rejoice about, he said, yet I will rejoice. I will rejoice. That's overflowing joy. Let's quickly differentiate between happiness and joy. Or somebody surprises you with a gift. What happens? Spontaneously. What happens? You are happy. Why? Because you are able to see what was given you. Joy during difficult times. Habakkuk is a perfect example here. Get every of your obstacles. Everyone who is joyful, everyone who is happy, does that mean they didn't have problems or they don't have problems? They do. So very quickly, I'm going to go just and then we will pray. Because you will not be sorrowful. What I mean by that is that you are disheartened one way or the other. What you have been planning has not come to fulfillment. You are wondering. In fact, you may be laughing because every other person is laughing. Like someone said that the clothes we wear covers the skin, covers a lot of things. But come what may, in this month of June, it is joy of the Lord be with you in Jesus. Joy comes in the name of Jesus. It comes from Jesus. That name to be part of you. That name to be part of you. It's not that something shocking happens and then you mention something else. I just want you to shout Jesus. Because that name is powerful. John 16:24. John 16:24. Hitherto have you asked nothing in my name? Ask, and ye shall receive, that your joy may be. Jesus was telling his disciples that so far you have not asked anything in my name. You will not be tired of calling Jesus. I said you will not be tired of calling Jesus. Jesus. Said you have not asked anything in. Said you have not asked anything in my name. Said it may appear that nothing seems to be happening, but something is happening. Some people just mention Jesus because they say we should mention Jesus. our infirmities. Why? Because God does not want you to come into His presence and you say, I don't have anything to say, so let me go. So the Spirit keeps you there by giving you what? Utterance. How many things do you know God has already done for you today? I said it last week and I've always been saying it. You cannot come into God's presence. I said it last week and I've always been saying it. You cannot come into God's presence and go home empty. It is not possible. You've heard the psalms that we just read. And that's Psalm 16, verse 11. He will show me the path of life. He will show you the what? The path of Exodus 33:15 says, Moses said, if thy presence go not with me, he says, just don't carry me there. Every one of us needs the presence of who? The presence of God. We need it. Praise. So every